right, so let's take a look at how we would add this in. For now, I'm just going to add a couple of clips on as if this is my project that I'm currently working on. And I want to take these three here and turn them into a multi-screen. So we'll go like this because they're all going to be playing at the same time. And then let's take all of them and just make them the same length. From here, we know that these are the three that we want. We're just going to right click and go new Fusion clip. It's going to turn into a Fusion clip and we can go over into Fusion. From here, we have a bunch of nodes. We're just going to take all these nodes and delete them. We don't need them. We're going to come up here to effects and actually go into where we have them saved. So here they all are. If I open this up, we can actually take a look at all of the ones that we have access to. Because we're working with three, we're just going to be working with the three. We have 4 and 2 down here. So let's just work with the 3 and let's grab this one here. And we'll take a look at it by moving our playhead in a little bit. We can see that those are the 3 different screens that were on the edit page. And if we click on it, and then come over here into our inspector, we have the ability to change a bunch of the settings and change how they look. So I'm just going to reposition the videos here so that we can see all of the elements that we would want to see in here. So like, let's do that. Then we'll come down and we'll also move this over as well. So there are, all right, so that's looking good. Now, if we come back to the beginning, we can see that we have a bit of an animation that comes on with all of them. Now, there are a couple of controls that we have to change the animation itself. Down here at the bottom, we have the first 25% is going to be the animation, and then the last 25% is going to be the animation. We also have animation start and end. So if I didn't want at the beginning here for there to be that animation, I just uncheck start, and this will just be on screen from the beginning. And if I come to the end, we'll have that animation going off. Can always come back and change these, but let's say at frame 30 we wanted this whole animation to be completed, so I can just come down here and we'll just bump this back until we see it fill up everything. So I'm just sliding this over and I'm going to slide the other way, and I would say right there. So at the beginning here up until frame 30 we have an animation, it goes all the way across, and then the other animation's pretty normal. So here we're pretty much done. We just need to connect this up just like that and come over here, and now we have it added here. We can see that we have a black background, so all we would need to do if we want to change it, I'm just going to bump this up and come into my generators, and then we'll just add in a solid color. We can change that solid color to anything we want. Something like that. So now I have an animation that comes on. Let me turn off snapping. We have an animation that comes on and it has all of that. If we wanted to instead in the background, let's say have one of these other elements. So let's come over to, let's say here, we could take this, but we can see it, it's pretty noticeable in how that looks. So it might be distracting to have this in focus. So if I go over to the color page quick, come back over here, we can change this and add in a blur. And then when we bring this on, we can see that it's just showing the colors, but it's just a little blurry there. So there's a bunch of different options that you have. If we wanted to change this up a little bit, we can come back over here into Fusion and come into here. We can see that both of these are looking slightly, they almost look the same, but they are slightly different. I just bring this in, we can take a look and see how that looks in comparison. So this is the 06, so we can see the 06, and then this one's the 08. So this one just has a wider screen over here. And if you see it says like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that is the track that they are currently on. So if I come back over here to the edit page, if I want to change which orientation these 3 are, I just come into here, I'll click this button so we have multiple tabs. We can right click in here and open in timeline, and then we have track 1, 2, and 3. So let's just switch these up like that. And then I come back over here, we can see that they are in a different orientation now. So you'd be able to come in, and it doesn't matter whichever one you want. So let's just delete that one and add this one in. We have all of these controls, and they will work with whichever video clip that we're in. So 1, 2, 3. So that 3, we'll just scoot that. Well, you gotta just watch the edge of your videos there. Let's move this one. Oops. Let's actually do the video clip itself. There we are. And we also have a couple that are in here that are slightly different shaped. So if I take a look at this one here, we can see that they are slightly different in their shape. So if I click on here, we don't have as many controls here, but we can still change the position of all of them. So there it is. There's a bunch of different options. Obviously, you have a plethora of different options to quickly look between, which one is going to work best for your project. You can, simply just go through and take a look at them. And it's very easy. They all have animations. We can easily just click in here, turn the animations off, reduce the time, extend the time, whatever it may be for your project to work best. So that's pretty much it. This comes with everything else that's available on the website. And with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoy.